Hello, this is Marcy Delaney, and I'm the owner of Spa 131 in West Columbia, South Carolina, the west side, the best side. And we are doing just some Zoom chats with some friends, some business owners in this time of our coronavirus quarantine. We need to do what we can to get our faces and our businesses out to the people. And so my chat today is with my friend Claire Thompson, and she is the owner of I.D. Claire. I think that is the most brilliant name I've ever heard, Claire. How did you come up with that?
Well, my first name is Dorothy Claire, and I've always gone by the initial D Claire, and then of course the old Southern thing that's I declare, and so and then ID is kind of what I do, as far as putting logos, on different items, apparel.
I do declare you do some wonderful work. You see, I'm wearing an I Declare original right here with the name of the spa on here. Tell our viewers a little bit of what I Declare is. What do you do? What does that mean?
Well, I work with schools a lot and businesses a lot, and they want to get apparel, hats, bags, promotional items such as pens, pencils, and mugs, and they want to put their logo on it to give out to their clients. So, it's kind of a bulk order type thing usually. I'll do things as small as, just a couple of pieces, but normally it's 72 to 100. I think you have bought some pens from me, and you had to order, I think the minimum was like 250, and you had the logo, so I had to put the logo, send it to my vendor to put the logo on the pen to have them shipped to you. But I also help the clients with their logo if they don't know exactly what they want, and you have to space it and lay it out, on whatever the item is, because the imprintable area different, depending on which item you get.
Yes, not so easy. It's not just say, I want this, that, or the other, and you make that decision. There's a lot of things that have to go into it. You've actually made for me 2 orders of ink pens. You've done emery boards. You did carabiners with, was it sunscreen or hand sanitizer? Now, it doesn't matter.
It was sunscreen at the time, because right now you can't get the hand sanitizer.
That's right, but it was a year ago, because we did it for the McDaniel's Golf Classic.
Oh yeah, that's right. And it was the sunscreen.
Yeah, and you've done some shirts for me. And I think that that's kind of an interesting job. You can do all sorts of things, and I think probably imagination is limitless in what you can do as long as you can find the item. But you can search high and low and get things from all over the world, can't you?
That's correct. That's correct. I have the source to do that, and the buying power to get it wholesale to sell to my clients.
What's the hardest thing somebody has asked you to find for them and put their logo on?
Oh, wow, that's a good question. I'd probably have to think on that for a few minutes. But sometimes you just can't find it. But I don't, it's not coming to me right off.
Well, if
right
somebody asks you for something, and it was probably something that was I don't know, I can't even think of anything to give an example of. I bet that you could always come up with an alternative idea for them.
Exactly. And I always try to do that. And I can send them virtual samples, and presentations of, different items. And, if they're looking for, let's just say they have a certain budget, I'll look for the item, to be on sale and try to, if that's, the case for them.
Well, everybody has a budget. There's no doubt about that. Has this coronavirus quarantine affected you in a big way, Claire?
It has affected me in a huge way, because I would say that 90% of my businesses are schools, and schools are closed.
Oh my goodness, I didn't think about that. So that probably has been devastating.
Yes. But, I have faith, just like you, that, God's going to carry us through this storm.
That's right. Have you been finding any particular thing that has helped you in this time to get maybe a little bit of, mental clarity, or or just something to keep you sane, I think.
Well, I get daily devotions, from my church that have been, very helpful because they're doing daily devotions during this time. And then the on stream, church services on Sunday have been very good. So,
Have you been getting out and doing any walking or anything like that?
been doing some walking my dog. I've got to get back to some more exercise. So, and riding my bike, a little bit. You just, and I try not to watch the news, but maybe once or twice a day, because you can get consumed in it. And
that will suck you in, won't it?
You're right.
So will your sofa. Right?
That's right. That's right.
Well, speaking of sofas, have you done anything like in large form, like blankets or
Yes.
things like that?
Yes, I've done some blankets, towels, beach towels.
Oh, beach towels. That's a good idea.
So,
Glassware.
glassware, drinkware, the little shot glass type thing. Well, it was a smaller glass that they gave out at the party last year for the CEOA. Yeah, I did those. I don't know what they weren't called shot glasses. They were called just a little glass.
Well, I have actually been enjoying a little bit more wine than usually. I bet you could do some beautiful wine glasses right now.
Yes, yes.
I actually put out a newsletter to my clients and said that I had a recipe for a martini I was calling the quarantini. And then I kind of laughed and said, who am I kidding? It's wine in a fancy glass. Right.
That's right. That's right.
How did you start this business? Whatever gave you the idea to get into something like this?
Well, I've been in business for myself since 2007, March the 1st, 2007. And then this March, I don't know if you remember, but I'm celebrating 13 years. So, and then all of this happened. So, but anyway, I worked for someone else for a while in this type of business, but they only did apparel. And so, I just decided I needed to do this on my own. So.
Well, I love referring people to you. Whenever I see anything, people asking about imprint, anything, I send them to you. And you're my friend, so I always want to do that. We're in a networking group together, and I want to do that. But even beyond that, you know what, Claire? It's because you're a female business owner. So I really, really have a heart for other female business owners, and I always want to support you in that. We gotta stand up for each other.
Agreed. And your service is wonderful as well. I don't get to do it as much as I would like, but it is wonderful.
Well, when this is all over, you can come have a facial and a massage, and that'll be fun. But this time is about you. So what do you want people to know about doing business with ID Claire? How easy is it to work with you and to get an order to you? What's the turnaround time?
Well, it actually depends on the product, on the turnaround time, and what time of year it is. When it's back to school in August, the turnaround time could be a little longer because there's more going on, at that time. There are some products out there that can be turned around as fast as 24 hours. So, I hope that nobody will hesitate to ask because they need it in a hurry, Some things can be done. So, hopefully everybody will just ask.
There you go. So. There you go. What's the biggest order you've ever done?
Probably, I don't know, 5,000 t-shirts.
Okay, all right. That's pretty big. Claire, are you from here? Are you from this area?
Well, I have lived in Columbia since June of 1993. So I've lived in Columbia longer than anywhere else. But no, I'm originally from Summerville, South Carolina. I grew up and graduated from high school in Summerville.
That's a nice place to be. That Summerville is just changing and growing by leaps and bounds. When was the last time you were down there?
Well, I'm actually here right now.
Oh, you're in Summerville now.
Right. So kind of going back and forth a little bit, and helping my parents some, and enjoying the time with them.
Soon there won't be a break in the highway between Charleston and Somerville, and then Somerville to Columbia.
Right.
Do you ever go down there that the construction is not hot and heavy? It's crazy making that drive.
It is. It is. Right now, it's not bad because there's not many people on the road, and I've learned the back roads.
Oh, there's back roads. You'll have to share those with me next time I get that way. You know what? We're gonna get out of this quarantine soon, and we're gonna get back to some semblance of normal life, whatever that's gonna be. I think it's gonna be the new normal. What do you see for your business and for the rest of us as soon as this is over?
Well, I'm being very, very optimistic, and hope that our businesses will grow, even more after this. We have a little bit of extra time to do some, extra planning, and that's what I've been working on, and trying to come up with new ideas, and think of a lot of different clients, and different things that I can offer. So for other people, I would say are probably trying to do the same thing as well, and try to keep in touch with their customers, so hopefully at the end of this, we'll all be stronger than ever.
Well, we do need to try to stay relevant. I know that I have made a huge effort to try and reach out and touch my client base on a regular basis throughout this. And I think that it is all about relationships. I think those of us that have relationships with our clients are really going to come through this okay.
Well, I like your attitude, and I love you, Marcy.
Oh, thank you, Claire. I appreciate that so much. Well, I know that I will be here to do anything I can to help you today, tomorrow, next week. And we just look forward to getting back together again real soon, right?
That sounds fabulous to me.
Well, I hope you enjoy this beautiful day. It is really, really pretty here in Columbia, South Carolina today. And today is April the 8th. And I'm sure it's beautiful in Somerville. And you know what? He is risen. And you know what? That's what it's all about, right?
I agree totally. I agree totally.
Well, thank you for sharing some time with me this afternoon, Claire.
Thank you. I enjoyed it very much.
I'm going to put links to your business. Is there anything that you would like to leave us with here?
Well, let's just say Happy Easter.
There you go. That's good enough. Well, I appreciate it so much, Claire.
Thank you, Marcy.